First and foremost, thank you for joining me this morning. It always makes my Tuesday amazing when I get to see your gorgeous faces. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up on time. I truly appreciate you. I also want to say, I want to start it. So, the questions that I asked last week, I'm going to ask that every single time. So please start fishing for those customer experiences or those coaches experiences. So I'm just going to ask, first and foremost, do you or a specific coach or customer, have you had a product experience that you would like to share with us? So yes, Christine shaking her head. Do you have one you want to share?
No, after yesterday, I had a lady text me and she said, how could I have lost 6 pounds in one day? Is this for real?
So that's obviously with 2B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that right there. She was happy. I said, yes. Awesome.
Hello, water weight. And I would just remind her, you're not going to lose another 6 tomorrow, but keep going.
She knows. But it was still just the fact. It was good to read.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Who else wants to share a product experience either you or one of your customers have had with any of the new products? Julianne, go.
I'll go with the new coach, Kai. I spoon fed her. We were on a call for probably an hour and a half. We were setting up Linktree, Google Form. We were setting up Streak. Literally, that was her GSR because she was so hungry. And she's now at 600 PV, just hit Success Club for the first time, is halfway to Emerald, and she just sold 2 other kits for 2B Mindset in a matter of a week. And I was just so grateful for that call last week because just spoon feeding your new coaches that they're set up for success, where now I feel like she just kind of gets it. So I'm really excited for her, and I'm really excited to see what she does with this and 2B Mindset.
Ooh, that's so good. Such a, I almost wanted to say, I forgot the word I was going to say, but a liberating moment when you hear a top 10 coach saying, you know what, I spoon feed my coaches, meaning I hold their hand, I give them loves. I'm not giving them customers and all that jazz, but I'm giving them the attention that they deserve right from the get-go. So I love that you said that. And I think that was one of the number one comments that came back to me just through personal chat thread was oh my gosh, I love the fact that I know that I need a mentor. I know I need to give them that love and attention to really allow them to grow. So thank you for bringing that up. That's beautiful. Who else? Anybody else want to share product experience? Z, are you about to have a baby? Don't have a baby on us.
I still have a month to go.
Oh, okay. You're okay. You're okay.
She needs to stay put a little longer.
I just keep feeling like she's coming any day. So
I know. I feel like that too sometimes.
Love it. Is there anybody else that wants to share a product experience, specifically, let's say with 2B Mindset, that you have had within your challenge group the last week and a half that it's been out?
I'll jump in.
Yeah.
My challenges are seeing crazy weight loss. It is awesome. And I never get dudes ever, but one of my challengers signed up her husband and he's lost 10 pounds in a week. Basically, how long has it been out? They bought it on launch day, and every single day he's lost at least 1 or 2 pounds, and it's just insane. And he messages me on Instagram, I plugged him into our groups, but he just messaged me. He's like, I'm down 2 more, I'm down 10 pounds. It's just every single day, and it's so cool to see his excitement. But not just him. I have girls who are down 7 pounds, who are down 5 pounds. It's just really exciting because I don't think I've ever had a challenge group or a group of people doing something where they've all had so much weight loss so quickly. And I for sure have people who are well, I have gained 2 pounds or I've gained 4 pounds. And obviously their body's different. So they're figuring out what works for them, but it's just been really, really cool. And I think that momentum makes people kind of it's almost competitive in a way. They're what the heck? That person's lost 5. I need to up my game so I can lose 5. They see what's possible, and it's just really cool.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else with 2B Mindset? What has been happening within your challenge groups? I would love to hear. Whit Small.
Okay, so I have a gal who is, she's got over 100 to lose. And she wanted to do 80-day obsession. And I was like, oh man, okay, let's do it, with the mindfulness of let's go real easy. And she's had a lot of health issues. So sure enough, about day 3, she was like, oh, I just cannot do it. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so like, yada, yada, yada. So I said, okay, let's plug you into the 2B mindset on the days where you can't work out. You're too exhausted. You're hurting too much. Just do 2B mindset. And so then she does that on the days where she can't work out. She's down 7.5 pounds this morning. She's never been able to lose weight in the last 2 years, trying everything. And so she's posting all the time. So it's that option for our people when, you know, they're feeling hurt or they're feeling too sore or they're feeling defeated. It's like, okay, I'm just going to do nutrition today. I just thought that was so cool. We've never had really that option. I mean, we have, but now it's an official, okay, instead of going to your workout video, go to your nutrition video. Super.
I love that you said that, because most people, and even myself, would be like, okay, then stop doing that, right? Like, it's like, okay, just stop doing that altogether. Let's focus 100% on this. But I love the fact that you're saying no on the days that you're tired, you're not wanting to work out, let's focus on nutrition. I love that you're still doing kind of a hybrid between the two. That's really cool.
I think,
yeah,
go.
No,
I
go
think
ahead.
My jam, I mean, getting people into 80-day obsession is such a transformation. It's so huge. And then if I can do a hybrid with, like a lot of you guys in this group did while you were doing 2B mindset test group, I think that is going to be such a killer challenge group moving forward, because now they have 80 days of really great nutrition videos, but then also a workout to go along with it. It's such a great hybrid.
Oh, I hope that was a big aha to all y'all's, because it was to me. That's really cool. I'm going to share that along. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's jump. I mean, that is such great content. I mean, I have so many things in my mouth. Like, holy cow, it makes me giddy about it, because it's so fun to hear the transformations and really the belief behind the product. Melissa Brewer, that looks amazing. Can you please just drive that to Provo? Oh my gosh. Okay. But this call, so as you know, we're going every other week. So, hot seat with a top coach, and then we're going to do a mastermind. This mastermind, I just want to reiterate, is all about you. It's about what topics you want to discuss. It's really like getting down to the nitty gritty. If we go deep into something that we, just go deep off, and I don't need to post it, we don't need to post it. Like, if we don't, you know what I mean? I want it to be that open of a forum. So I just want to ask you, ladies, like, what is it that we want to talk about today? Like, we have a good 30 minutes to really dive into anything as far as business goes. Obviously, 2B mindset. We can beat that horse. Like, literally, we could talk about that day in, day out and still learn so many new things about it. But yes, Julianne, will you please go?
So I don't necessarily have a question, but I want to tell you guys what's working for us right now, and that's been really good. So on Mondays, since the beginning of the year, we have this, I don't even want to call it a diamond push group, but like a collaboration. And this collaboration is with business builders. So every Monday we have a Q&A. And then it was crazy yesterday. Like, all it was where can I give you advice? That was my question. And they just went and just asked all these questions about anything and everything. But this is what's been powerful. For that group, what I have a running partner with me who we both of our teams are in these groups, and we do a newer coach call right after that diamond push call, and it's just for 30 minutes. So this is what's awesome. For this month, for 4 weeks, what we're doing is a systematic webinar type of thing. So 2 weeks ago we're just setting up Linktree and a Google form, and you can share all your Google forms and they can just copy and paste it and create their own. But literally we just walked them through how to do that. Then last night we did Google Streak and how to simply just start Google Streak, and we're taking them through this process of Linktree to Google form to getting an email. What do you do with that email? And then next week we're going to talk about scripts, but personalizing them with entering in your own videos on how to talk about objections, how to talk about your group, and they can go off of what we've created for them, but they need to put their voice in it. And that's what we're going to work on next week, is them using their voice in an outline of like, what's this person's problem? What solution do you have for them? And why do they want to work with you? And so it's just been a really powerful experience to watch these new coaches have so much confidence in systems. So not just like, go invite, but we're actually taking the time to set it up with them. And it's also helping our Diamond Push group, because we as leaders are kind of taking their coaches and teaching them how to lead as well. So what we're seeing a lot of diamonds popping, and we're seeing a lot of emeralds popping, and we're just seeing a lot of volume popping. But the coolest thing is income growth throughout the entire downline, which is like my biggest like success, I think, is watching other coaches have they're getting an income. Like, that's amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you, that it's something I'm dedicated to, this diamond Q&A, and then right after is this coach call, 30 minutes each. It's an hour of my night, and then I do a best practice call on Tuesdays, and I just share best practices that are working in my business and making emerald sexy. That has been the theme on our team. And so we are making emerald sexy. I always say, if I didn't go emerald, I wouldn't have Team Happy and Fit. If I didn't go emerald, none of us would be here right now. And so we're just creating a culture of sexy emerald. And so what that means too is, how did I go emerald? You guys, I took a binder to someone's house to go emeralds, like to walk her through what coaching is. And I'm like, it's that bad. So we can make this easier. Let's make it better. We have better systems for you. And so the leaders on our team are sharing how they went emerald. And we're just creating this culture that emerald's a decision. And it's just been really powerful. So I wanted to share those best practices with you that I'm really excited for. And it feels good. The excitement's awesome. Yeah, I'm pumped.
I love that. So I know there's going to be a lot of questions that spur from that. So ladies, unmute yourself if you have a question for Julianne, please, and ask her. That's good. Anybody?
Okay, so I've wanted to use Google Streak. It's funny because when I worked in the corporate world, we used Streak for our funnels, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make it work for mine. So if you have your recording or something, I'd love to implement that, because I think it is like brilliant for for what we do and for emails, because it just like, you just click a button and your email's there. I mean, it just makes it so easy, but I just can't figure it out. So you can share that.
Yeah. And so another thing also that we're using Streak for is for challengers. So you know how you have challengers that don't check in and you're like, where the hell are they? And you forget because it might be on Facebook or the tracker app, and you kind of just go. So I email my challengers every Sunday, and I send them 4 things: a motivational quote, a music song that I'm loving, and we do a weekly meetup on Zoom. And so I give them the Zoom time and the Zoom link, and then I send them like some kind of motivational thing of like a struggle I had and how I came over. So people who I have a lot of comeback people. Like, there's power in the comeback because I'm just so consistent. So there's different ways of doing that. New coaches, of sent them new coach email, and you can move them down your pipeline to they hit Success Club, they hit Emeralds, and you kind of move your coaches down so you can see where they're at. So you're not trying to freaking see who sinks and swims. I just am not in that philosophy of let's get as many people as we can, and whoever survives, and who doesn't. That's just not how I go. I just want to make sure that I've provided opportunity for people, and it's their choice whether they take it or not. I would gladly share that video. It's just, I don't track any of my new conversations. I only track it when they're interested in a boot camp or they're interested in coaching.
Okay. Awesome.
That makes me feel better, because I feel like if I tracked every conversation, it would be like bajillions of messages.
Yes.
That's really good.
And that's just even the same with our coaches, because it's so much relationship based that where you don't know where you were in that conversation. And we just want our team to build relationships, but also in that transition, ask for someone's email and keep it business through email, keep it relationship through social media. So when they're talking about the business or talking about a boot camp, it is not anywhere on social media. It's behind the scenes, one-on-one, but then they're building relationship through social media. So then it's not weird. It's not this business and friendship. It's just business is handled somewhere else, and then we got it. It's been great.
Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions for Julianne about systems? I love your diamond Q&A. I think that's incredible. Also, I'm trying to think of what else. The personal scripts, tying that obviously to their, how they're going to be speaking. Anything else? I mean, any other questions on? She shared so much content, so much information. Okay. So it looks like
one more. I'm sorry, Julianne. Okay. So when you say diamond Q&A, are these current diamonds or people that are wanting
They are coaches, anyone who wants to build a business. So I feel like we need to call it leadership, emerging leader collaboration, because I have Star Diamonds in there too. I have people that are going to start. Yeah, it's really.
No, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yes.
If you are serious Q&A.
It is.
If you are serious about your business Q&A.
Yes. And I mean, it's literally like we don't record. So I record the new coach calls after, but none of the Q&A is recorded. It is like you are missing out if you're not there. And we take a picture every time. I set up events in our group too, so they get reminders of when it is. But we take a picture after every single Zoom. It builds just this camaraderie, but they feel special too, which is so powerful because we're investing so much of our time into helping them with any question that they have. And we do it faithfully every week. And it's been really powerful, and we've had really great attendance because we make it a priority. We don't expect them to make it a priority so we are really invested in their growth.
Okay. Love that. Thank you so much, Julianne, for sharing that. Melissa Galame, it looks like you have something, hun.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Cool. So mine is not probably going to be extremely helpful, but I just wanted to share some vulnerability. And be real and transparent. And yesterday, when I saw it come through my email, the National Wake Up Call on Sunday, I can tell you that I got like a lump in my throat when I saw the topic, because I haven't been doing getting right started calls in probably a year. And when I listened to the call yesterday, I was in tears, and I didn't expect it to hit me that way, but I was like, I went in my team page and I was like, I will be live in here right after the National Wake Up Call. And I just went in there and I was so freaking vulnerable with them and just told them, like, I have been loving on people who are matching my energy. And I have almost been to a place where, like, I have these new coaches who are like getting these awesome transformations, but I'm not giving them energy until it's almost like they prove it to me. And that was such an eye-opening experience. And I went back and I like tracked my income in 2015 and 16 when I had like really big growth. And then 2017 was super hard. And what I shared with my team was I gave up. And while I've been saying, like, I've been here, I haven't quit, I show up for you guys every single day, like, I haven't been the leader that you need me to be. And that's not fair. And I'm so sorry. And together, let's wipe the slate clean, because I love this team. I love this business. I believe in what we do. Like, when I think of my long-term vision, it's with Beachbody. It's not what other companies, like, I get messages all the time. I had a girl message me the other day from Thrive, and she was like, girl, all you need is 8 people. I could get you a $4,000 bonus. And I'm like, that doesn't, yes, I'm motivated by income, but I'm motivated by results. I'm motivated by my team. I'm motivated by life transforming stories. I'm motivated by Carl Deichler. Like, I'm motivated by you guys. And I would never in my life dream of putting up both middle fingers and being like, sorry, everyone who's mentored me and believed in me and all my clients who've like supported me. There's like a $4,000 bonus that my family could totally use. So I'm going to go do this. Like, I just would never, ever, ever do that. And so what I shared with my team is I put it on the calendar already, and we will have a bi-weekly getting right started call, because I do think that where some of the energy sucking activities started was I was doing an individual one for everyone. And then it was like, I would put an hour of my time or 30 minutes of my time into these people, and then nothing would happen. And I was explaining it to my husband last night, like, if I was the CEO of a big corporation or even just, a fast food chain, I wouldn't stop doing the core things that built the organization just because the people that I brought on weren't on board. I'd go find more people. And while I'm finding more people, I'm not bringing them on and giving them that same love that I gave people in 2015 and 16, because I got burnt out in 2017. And yes, I haven't quit, but I'm not being the leader that I need or that they need. And so I was just really, really real with my team yesterday, like snot coming down my face, like sobbing, like, I love you guys and I can do better. And like the overwhelming amount of messages that I got from people who were like, you do so much for us, like, please don't. I was like, no. I don't want you to make an excuse for like what I know is possible. And like, my vision is by the end of the year that we're 10-star, but how are you going to get there if you don't even know what to duplicate? I'm giving you our team handbook and our team training and saying, let me know when you're finished if you have any questions. Like, I would never hire someone in an organization and be like, hey, happy day one, read this handbook, and if you have any questions, let me know. But go serve your customers. So I don't know if anyone else had that, but I wanted to share it because it was just a really big, like, I feel like I'm a great leader, but that was a humbling moment for me that I can do better and I can elevate and I can rise up and I can lead my team the way that I used to and even better because I have so much more knowledge now than I did when I first got started. So that's it.
That's good though. I mean, and I think it's a pivotal moment for you to take a look in where your business was at its peak and then when it was at its valley, obviously, right? And I love that you did that. And I have so many coaches that have gone away from that. You know, they're like, it's just too much time, too much energy. So you have to play around with it and really find what works for you. But you're absolutely right. You know, I wouldn't hire on somebody brand new and be like, okay, check all this out. I hope it all works out for you. Like, you have to, you know, breathe the life into it. And I think that goes back to Melissa McAllister's call last week, is just that, you know, that spoon feeding of attention and affection and endearment. I mean, all of those words that are really hard to give, but at the end of the day, they are truly relying on you for their growth, for their, you know, for their success in this. And so you have to give it. So Melissa G, I feel like I have to always separate these Melissas around here. And you know what, funny story, my parents actually were supposed to name me Melissa, but I came out pretty. Anyway, so that would be a lot of Melissas going on. But literally, I love you sharing that. I feel like, you know, these National Wake Up Calls speak to us in all different ways. So I love that did that. And I love that you went live and really spoke about it. That's huge. And it holds you accountable. You can't let that one down now. Like, you're going to make a change.
Well, I just think it's funny because when you've been a coach for so long, sometimes you see those and you're like, okay, like, I know how to do this stuff. And I do. I know how to run a new coach call or getting right started call. Like, I have a whole template in my files that I've used. But and like you said, Melissa McAllister, I was talking with a girl and like 9 levels down, and she was like on fire, and she's on my strong leg, but I love her. And so I'm totally mentoring her privately. And she's like, I just feel like I'm going to have to like hold people's hand. And I was like, that's what we have to do. We have to hold people's hand. Like, I was just on a call with Melissa McAllister last week where she told me that her and Lindsay Matway, 2 top coaches, 2 extremely successful people who built longevity in this business, spoon feed. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we feeling like it's an inconvenience or an energy sucker when this is what I get to do? Like, I get to be home with this all day because of this. So
she's taking over.
She's crazy. We got to meet ourselves.
Okay. Thanks, hon. Thanks for sharing. All right. Love this. Who else? Who else has something else that maybe is going on within their organization that they need more insight in, or what's working really well for you and your team? Talk to me, please. If not, you know me, I'll start calling out names.
I'll say something for like 2 seconds.
Okay, go.
And then I got to drop off. This is Kiana. I got to drop off my daughter.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know. I mean, if you're in the roundtable, you obviously do. But there's something on Facebook group called Units, and you can change your group to like a social learning setting, and it can become like a training for Facebook groups, and it's literally blowing my mind. And like my leaders, we are just like, we're turning our training into on Facebook, where you can set up your units, where it's like they go through the units and the training's on the side of the Facebook. They don't have to go to any web page. They don't have to do anything else. We've done it in our launch group for To Be Mindset, so people can find the most important information. We've done it in our coach open house, where we already set up like the most important posts. And it's been amazing to see people like go through the information and message me and be like, okay, I'm ready. And I'm like, wow, that was like way easier than I thought, because it's super organized and it's like set up in a way that is so like straightforward. So it's really, really awesome for an informative group or something that you're trying to get across a lot of information at once. And so I've been really excited about teaching my team how to do it and joining my leaders doing it. And it's been such an amazing thing that I'm seeing the momentum be created in addition with obviously the 2B Mindset launch. It's been pretty awesome. So
thank you so much for sharing that. So let me ask this, and let's just play devil's advocate here and say, can somebody explain Facebook units? Like for somebody that hasn't branched out to it, and I know Kiana, you're fine. You're good. If you need to drop her off, you're good. I'm sure somebody else in here can absolutely explain it. But is there anybody else that's using Facebook units that want to go into a little more detail? Because that's awesome. Cassidy.
I actually have a question about, because I was trying to do this. I set up my 2B group that way, and then I didn't do it because I couldn't figure it out. And I don't know if you can only do it from your computer or something, because I post a lot of stuff from my phone. And when I post from my phone, it doesn't allow you anywhere when you're posting to like put it in a unit. And so I just like gave up, because I saw that people said, you wanted to set up all the units beforehand, because if you set them up after you've already set up the group, then it blows up the feed. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that this round. Like I'll try it in another group, but I couldn't figure it out.
I made a video for my team. I'll send it and I'll share it to you. You can totally post it without it going straight to the news feed. You just have to schedule the posts and then edit the post and then put it into the feed, put it into the unit as you're editing it. But it's like, you can't do it from your phone. You have to do it from a computer. And I work 99% from my phone. So that's the only thing I would say, but it's the biggest game changer I've ever done. And it's the most organized that I feel as, I don't know. It's just awesome. My team loves it. I love it. And we're using it all the time. I hope that helps, but I can send the video, but
No, please send video. And then Julianne, yes, I would love you to show it if you want to.
Okay. And you can actually make it to where where you can see the discussion. So as soon as someone opens up the page, this is all that is shown. So they don't see the feed. They just see, and it's as the training. And what's really cool is, so say they go through lesson 1, I can't see this on mine, but as soon as they complete lesson 1, they have a tab or a button and they click completed lesson. And what you can do as an admin is you can see who has completed all of the lessons and which lessons. Just like in the tracker app, you can see who's completed. So if I go to group insights, I can actually see, we haven't launched this yet. But I would be able to see how many have been completed. I could search a member and see what they've done. So what you do is you just go to the group settings, and then you have to click right here, the group type, and you have to go to social learning and click social learning. Another really cool thing about units is that multiple admins can edit any post. So if my friend Teresa made a post, I can go edit her post that she made, which I really love. And then if you want the landing tab to be the discussion or units, you just have to click units. So then when it pops up, all they see are the lessons. It's so organized. It's so incredible. And they just walk through it to see, and you can see who's completed. And then it's so we have a process. They have to do unit 1. And then they go to unit 2, which is the emerald. And then they go to unit 3, which is diamond. So it's like the new coach, like university. And then it goes through this system, if that makes sense.
Thank you so much for sharing and showing that. I think it's an eye-opener that Facebook is really wanting us to stay on Facebook. And I love the systematic approach to it. So thank you so much for sharing that. I would love, yes, for sure. I would love, Kiana, if you will share that video. That's really, really cool. Also, you can schedule all your posts to units. Okay, that's stinking awesome. Thank you for bringing that topic up. Okay, what else? We have just a couple minutes left, and I'll set you free on your day. Let me ask this question, actually. With the launch of 2B Mindset, who is it's the 15th of the month, right? We have half of the month left, and we've already accomplished 15 days of it or 14 days of it. How many of you are at your highest SC that you've ever been at? Or it's competing with past months? Okay, cool. I love seeing that, and reschedule. Because this is the thing, we have so much time left. It makes me think of not the 1x3x5, but I'm Here to Help group, Carl's last year, and how he said work every single day like it's the first or the last day of the month, and showing up. This, as you know, will really dictate how your June is going to be. And we go to Summit. We literally go to Summit in 6 weeks, which is just crazy to me. 5 weeks. I don't even know. All I know is it's very, very soon. So really magnifying and using that momentum to push your business to new heights, to new levels, getting completely uncomfortable so that you're consistently growing and really progressing. I'm just seeing all the, okay, you guys are still going on about units on the side. Okay, that's cool. But I really feel like, this is your opportunity. If you still have coaches that haven't gone behind 2B, you can still do it. Like, don't feel like that you have missed the mark. So I would kind of like to know now, obviously the group started yesterday. So my question for you is now, what are you doing with your 2B mindset? Are you getting ready to launch another group, or what is it that you're doing? Z, go.
So one thing about 2B mindset that I noticed, that's been so different from other challenge groups that I've ran, and my coaches feel the same way, is that it's so much easier to launch people. Like with 21 Day, I felt like there was so much they had to learn on how to use the containers and how to implement them in their life. And with 2B, they'll start watching just a couple of the videos and they're already making changes like for dinner that night. It's so much faster to ramp them up. So what we did was we kept our sneak peek open. Like people are just and I have a sneak peek for my whole team and they're just adding. And we're putting people into the group any day they purchase until June 3rd. And so they have from today to June 3rd, and it doesn't matter when you purchase, you can join the group at any point. And it hasn't been like another challenge where it felt like, oh, we didn't start the same day, because it's so easy to jump in. It's not as hard as like any other program I've seen. And then after that, we're going to run it for 1 month. And then I'm going to see, because I'm kind of not really sure yet how I want to approach it, because it's different than a challenge. Like, are we going to close it and then restart it? Or I haven't really made up my mind on that, but we haven't stopped selling it. Like, and I told all my coaches that like didn't jump on board that first week, who kind of had FOMO. It's like, it didn't end. Nothing ended. We're pushing this all month long, and you can join any day of the month.
Love, love, love that. Thank you so much. What else? What else is working with 2B? Oh, Launch Boot. Team Wide 2B Mindset Challenge Groups. Awesome. So Julianne says that it's obviously, it isn't in units, but our Team Wide 2B Mindset Challenge Group is. So anyone can join at any time. Okay, I love this. What else with 2B? What?
I had a question to see if anybody is running their 2B group like inside their current challenge group. Because I am, and it's actually working really well, but I was wondering if maybe I should, because I was trying to do work smarter, not harder, but I was wondering if maybe I should switch and do one, because I'm getting FOMO, because I'm hearing all these like, oh, my 2B group's doing so great. And it is, like, this launch has been amazing for myself and my team, especially for somebody that, I mean, honestly, I haven't really started, but I've met Success Club 20 just with 2B mindset stuff, not with because I'm like a portion fix freak. Like, I was really nervous about this launch, to be honest, and this program, because the containers have changed my life and my team's life. So that being said, I'm running my 2B mindset group in my big community just because my community is amazing and they're so helpful, and it's like our favorite place on the internet. But I was wondering if anybody else is doing that, or if you guys all just have separate 2B groups.
So I was kind of forced to do that because I had this amazing group and Facebook decided to shut it down. They said that I have issues with Facebook. So I moved it in there, and honestly, I've gotten more sales from that because it's created FOMO. But I am going to transition into its own one because I loved the energy that it was just the 2B. And there's people who are intimidated by workouts, right? Who can't work out at this point. And so then they're seeing other people who are like posting their sweaty selfies, and they're like, am I supposed to be doing this? And then we're going back and having different conversations. So it has been working for me only because I did that last week when Facebook decided to shut that group down. But I will be going to it. I don't know. I like the separateness, and I think 2B is so different. It's just so different than anything, and it's so freeing and so refreshing, and people are going to be like, hey, where's all those 2B posts? I was loving that, and they're going to want in that group. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I've kept mine separate, and it's interesting, though, because a lot of the like my challengers who've been with me for a long time ended up just getting the base kit anyway because they are on Shakeology. They already have BOD. And they've been just sharing about To Be Mindset in our challenge group, and not really a lot about it, but just being like, I'm freaking in love with To Be Mindset. And then all these people are like, wait, how do I get that? Because they're separate, so they don't see a lot of the posts. And then there is that FOMO. So I think it works both ways. But getting on, and I'll, do a little plug in my, when I do my Shakeology check-in, and I'll be like, what do you know? I'm down another pound today. And then like hashtag To Be Mindset for life, or bunny for life. And then people start messaging me like, hey, like, what is this? Or I've been thinking about doing it. Do you think it would work for me? And so I think just little plugs in your group without giving them all the information, because I just don't think if they're not doing it, they won't understand and it'll be too much info. But yeah, that's worked for me.
Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else on Tubi? Well, Tubi. So just another plug with what we're going into. So we're going into obviously Lift 4, and just keep in mind, because I have a coach that is doing extremely well with the launch as well, and of Tubi, and she literally is like, how am I going to transition these people now, over to Lift 4? And it's a beautiful thing if you can start to think about it like, okay, these people have been on this program now, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks or whatever it may be. They have bought all access, or, obviously there's going to be other, and we're going to train like crazy on this. So just don't feel overwhelmed with Lift 4. Okay. You're going to get all the training just like 80 day, just like 2B. But keep in mind, these people that you're helping are going to be at a point where they're going to want to start moving, where they're going to want to start working out. And this program pairs so beautifully, and I talked about this on Doug's call that I did for him the other day was, like this, it was really hard to go from 80 day to this. Okay. Cause it's like so strict to now this, right? But now this to Lift 4 is actually, it's beautiful. It complements. And Joel is very like, no, your nutrition, if you have a nutrition program that works for you, you stick with that and you do this weight program. So just know it's going to pair perfectly with it. And also just keep in mind, it's an opportunity for you to then go plug, hey, this awesome new program is out, blah, 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 and you can ride the launch of the next one. But I would say with To Be Mindset, it will be what you make it. It could be a launch that it can be amazing for you all year long. If you just pair it beautifully with whatever program is coming out, and then also having that go-to of, are you interested in nutrition, or are you interested in nutrition and fitness? Like if you just ask those 2 questions, you have an alley to go either direction. So I would say ride this launch, and it will be forever busy as long as you make it busy. It's not one that's going to die and stop, because this is obviously a lifelong transformation, right? Lifestyle change. And I love that Kiana is unitizing the shiz out of her Facebook. So if you will you share screenshots just in our message thread or in I would love to see what you're doing with this. I love that you've become the expert on this. Okay. So let's jump to, let me ask you this question. Do you feel like you got something out of today's call? If you didn't, will you please just message me? I would love just to chat, like see where I can help, see if, maybe we need to talk about something more in depth. Like I'm open to the most constructive criticism possible. If you message me and say, Brittany, you suck, I'm going to be like, okay, well, that was weird. But like, Brittany, this is what you could have done better type of thing. I love that. I'm here to serve you. I'm really here to, help you along this journey. We have amazing things that we're accomplishing in the month of May, in the month of June. It's going to get that crap crazy. I'm keeping it very G-rated today. That crap crazy once we get back from Summit. So now is the time right now. If you need anything, do not hesitate. Of course, I'm always here for you, but don't hesitate to start now with whatever you're wanting to achieve by the end of the year. Start now, because obviously Summit is just going to fuel your little fire. Okay. We do call with, whoa. I mean, yes, sure. I guess I love you. Thank you. So with that being said, so last week we had Melissa McAllister in the hot seat. She came with a topic at hand. Are you ready for this week? This was so good. It was so good to say that. So you had to get on the call and hang out with me. Okay. We have Superstar Diamond 2, currently number 7 in the network, Danielle Natoni, who's going to be on our call live next week. And I asked her specifically a topic, and she said, you know what, Britt, let's do a hot seat. Let's have you guys bring the questions, what you would like to know. And I will remind you, she is the one that said that this 2B mindset program is actually, you know, she's like, yes, it's for the people that need to lose weight, but it's for the person that overworks out, that is, you know, and she finds this, you know, she has so many people that are so dedicated to their fitness that are horrible with nutrition. And so I love that she opened the eyes of that. So just, it will be so exciting, but I need you to come. Quinoa, yes, please. Quinoa? I'm missing something. Anyways, I am so missing something. But will you please come ready with questions to ask Miss Danielle? So you're going to get a good, 25 minutes, 30, 35 minutes of a Q&A of her really to dig deep with you and give you that one-on-one attention that you deserve. Does that sound good? Okay. Well, ladies, I appreciate your time today. Oh my gosh, Josie's even clapping. Yay. I love her so much. Okay. You all have an amazing, amazing day. I adore every single one of you. I appreciate your time. If you need me, let me know. Have an amazing day and amazing week, okay? Thank you. Bye, ladies.